Been really tired today, and I'm pretty sure that's a combination of factors. Mainly that yesterday was a ridiculously long day. I was up at 4 in the morning and I got back home and to bed just after 1 this morning. So, and also the second factor being that the whole day was all about using my brain and quite intense thinky stuff. So yeah, pretty tired. Just chilling out this morning. Took Rowan to football, did a few other bits and bobs to town with the kids, and now out for a walk with the dog. I promised dog's just there running around. We haven't given her a bath for a while, so I figured we'll promise the kids that we'll give her a bath this afternoon. So I'm taking her out to get her all muddy beforehand. So yesterday, the speakers' school from Jerry Duffy. It was a great day, and I kind of garbledly mentioned yesterday in my video on the bus on the way back that I got a lot out of it, and a couple of things in particular, actually, in fact 3 things have really sort of come to my mind from yesterday, or ideas I've had, and they're not all about speaking, kind of semi-related. First kind of main thing that I got out of the day yesterday was not just the importance of, but the number of different ways of getting the audience involved in a talk, a presentation, or even a workshop. Workshops are pretty easy. And all the workshops I do and have done over the years have always been interactive and very practical. But actually, many of those ideas and strategies can be used in just talks as well. And I was kind of amazed at the number of things that I could do but I'm not doing. Very easy to start adding in. So that was a real big takeaway that I've learned, and I've got quite some ideas for how I can start implementing that straight away. So that was the first thing. Second thing is Jerry mentioned a couple of times yesterday, and I guess he's mentioned it many times in the past as well, just in passing, about his own speaker coaches. Now I go to Toastmasters and have done for 8 years or so, and in Toastmasters you get feedback, you get evaluators, and you get people, obviously guidance from the manuals and the structure of the program, projects you have to complete. But actually I've never had a formal speaking coach, and I feel like I got so much out of yesterday. Joey's actually got a 3-day event, a sort of a full immersion retreat that I'd actually love to go on, just because I felt like I learned so much yesterday. And even, we had to do a 2-minute presentation, which I, hands up, I hadn't actually prepared for. I think we were supposed to. I hadn't realised until I was on the bus between the airport and the hotel venue. So I put something together, and then we did it again at the end of the day after we'd listened to him talking about some of the different things that we could bring into talks to make them better. So even after just a day of it, I felt even that fairly trivial example, a real difference. And nothing groundbreaking, but just the idea of really having someone else focusing your attention on some of the specific things that you're doing and how you could do things better, just like we do in Toastmasters. But to then have the opportunity to redo that I found it really a very powerful exercise. So 2 things. First of all, I'd love to do the 3-day retreat, and that's not going to be practical for me, not this year anyway. But secondly, it has kind of made me think, speaking coaches, that is probably something that is within my grasp, or at least something that I can research more. So that's the second thing that came out of it. The third thing, when I was at the airport, and this is where it's a bit tenuously linked to speaking, when I was at the airport, I was looking at the magazines, and there was a well-being mag book. It wasn't a magazine, it wasn't a book, it was a mag book. And I was flicking through it, and there's some pretty good advice in there. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing rocket science, but it's just very well laid out and structured. And as I was looking at it, I was thinking, I've been saying for the last couple of years, I need to write a book. I haven't done a book in a while now. I need to write another book. And it really did start making me think, this is the time now for me to write a book. I've got Beginner's Luck Guide for Non-Runners. I wrote that 4 years or so ago now, and it's a great little book. It's fantastic. It's done fantastically for me, but it's not the kind of book I can just give away in a seminar, because it's very specific. It's all about running for beginners. So if you're not a beginner runner, then it's kind of irrelevant. You might want to give it to somebody, I suppose, but having a book on well-being, on mindset, my 5 core elements of well-being: activity, nutrition, mindset, recovery, connection. Something that actually almost like a manual to start implementing some practical strategies around each of those, and increasing understanding around each of those, and the importance and how they all fit in to the bigger kind of holistic approach to well-being. Well, I started making loads, and I was meant to be sitting down and processing all my thoughts from from the day in the evening, and whilst I was waiting for my flight, I ended up doing more of that, writing down notes as to what I could do to pull a book together, and start getting quite excited about it. So it is connected to speaking, I think, in many ways. Well, one big way, which is that it's something that I can use as a leverage, first of all, but also it's a big authority piece, and I've always known that. I mean, the Beginner's Luck book's been done wonders for my credibility, for my own authority. You know, I'm the guy who wrote the book on running for beginners. So having a book on well-being, I've got a few ideas as to exactly how it wouldn't just be a general well-being book. It's tempting for me to take this to the next level, as in move it forwards to something that I'll actually start doing something about. I've got a really neat little system for writing books, which is what I used last time. It took me about 6 months from idea to publication, so I figured I could have this done by the end of the year, just in time for Christmas. So, and the process of writing a book is pretty intense, but it's also something that I got an awful lot out of last time, and yeah, we'll see how that one pans out. But all in all, great day yesterday, tired today, and ready to start putting some of those ideas into practice. Catch you soon.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button. And if you're interested in keeping up to date with my journey through 2018 and beyond, then please do hit that subscribe button, and I'll keep you updated each time I post a new video.